G'day RG crew. Hope you're having a fantastic day today and your family's happy and healthy. All right, today we're going to take a look at the new indicator stalks that I got for my Moza R5 wheelbase. Now, before we go any further, I'll get a few things out of the way. Number one, the reason I purchased these indicator stalks is because I couldn't afford the Moza indicator stalks, the actual Moza brand. Not taking anything away from Moza, I'm being totally honest, it's just simply a monetary fact. I could not afford them, so I didn't purchase them. I purchased the less expensive ones from AliExpress. I'm extremely happy with the outcome of buying them and the quality. They work extremely well. But again, if I had the money, I would have bought the Moza ones over these, because the Moza ones are made for the Moza. These ones aren't. I've had to modify them to fit, so there's a little bit more hassle. Instead of just putting them on and screwing them on like you do with the Moza, I've had to make a couple of brackets myself, and I'll explain that as we go along. So the first thing you'll need to know, let's do this so that you can see the wheel. All right, so I've got it now so that you can see the wheel, and up in this corner here is the actual game, so that you can see everything working in the game or whatever else I may want to show you. So with the wheel, what I've done, I'll remove the wheel, or what I've done with these indicator stalks is I've actually mounted them to the truck bracket for the Moza R5. Now, the reason I've done that is because these aren't designed for the Moza. They're actually designed for the PXN V99 wheelbase, which is a cheaper version of direct drive wheel. I think it's a direct drive, it might not be. But anyway, these are designed for the PXN V99, not the Moza. So I've had to adjust it myself. But what I did was, when I checked it out on AliExpress, I saw that they actually came with their own brackets, and I thought, oh, I might be able to modify them so that I can mount it to the R5 and they'll still work, which I've done, and they do. Right, so if you can see here, you can see how I've got it mounted. This one here is rock solid. It's mounted to, like I say, the truck mount for the Moza the actual Moza truck mount. And all I've done is I've used 2 bolts and 2 nuts and mounted it to that. And like I say, it's rock solid. It will not move. So that's great. For that side, you've got the ignition, and you've got your wipers, and you've got your cruise control on this side. And I'll explain all the functions later. On this side, I had to, because of you need to distance this little nodule here in a certain position, I've had to actually make a little dog leg bracket to mount this onto. So all I've done is mounted the little dog leg bracket onto the Moza mount, and then I've mounted it onto the actual bracket that came with the indicator stalks, so that it would bring it in close enough to hit this device here. Now, this device here is actually just a little piece that sticks onto your quick release, and when it spins around, it comes in contact with this nodule and cancels out the indicator stalk. I've actually trimmed it a little bit to make it work, so there was a little bit of modification on that as well that I had to do. So again, simply to get this mounted onto here, it was quite easy. All I did was I positioned it so that it was in a position that I liked, and tightened down the nuts and bolts, and it was done. On this side, I had to fashion a dog leg to bring it in closer so that this would impact with this and then cancel out the indicators. So as you can imagine, when it goes past, it hits that and it cancels them out. You've got 2 little cables that connect this side to this, and they're just a matter of click, click, and they're done. You've got another little printed circuit board box under here that controls everything. It has double-sided tape, and all I've done is I've stuck it to the bottom of the Moza R5 wheelbase so that it's nice and neat and out of the way. Right, so truck mount mounted to the desk. Position it in a position that I like for my truck driving wheel. Then mount this to there so that it's in a position where it's nice and easy to get to. and it doesn't interfere with anything. And again, the same with this, fashion a little dog leg so that it is in the correct position to be activated by this. So that's simple. So the next thing you'll need to know, and one of the most important things, is when you're in Steam, or before you start the game up, once you've mounted everything and you've plugged your USB cable into your computer from this, because there's only one USB cable is required for this. There's not two or any more. There's just the one. So make sure that you've plugged it in. The next thing you'll need to do so that the game actually recognizes it, let me expand this window again. But once you're in Steam, what you need to do is you'll need to go to the American Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator, whichever one you're mounting these on or installing these to. Then go to Properties. So both games will need this to be done. Go to Controller and click on here and disable Steam input. Most important, you must have disable Steam input on here for it to recognize this controller or these indicator stalks. All right, so you must have it disabled. So go in, right click, go to Properties, Controller, and disable Steam input. Don't forget, because if you don't do that, these won't work. Right, so once you've done that, then you'll go back into the game and you'll click play. Okay, so once you're in the game, before you do anything, you will, once you've purchased the indicator stalks, you will get a notification from the supplier, or you should do, and if you don't, contact the supplier. And what he normally will do is he will send you an email saying that once you get the indicator stalks, please let them know, because then they'll send you the information on how to install the actual indicators using their software. It's very simple. And in the email, you get a program called ETS 1.19a.exe. You'll get the Joy to Key, and you'll get a PDF. And it explains everything in English in the PDF, exactly how to install it. Now, you don't need Joy to Key unless you're using the indicator stalks in a different game. And like I say, the PDF will explain everything I'm about to explain to you, but I thought I'd do this video and show you exactly how to do it anyway. So you will get those programs, so make sure you've got them first. Then we'll go through this step and I'll explain the programs. So you've mounted everything. You are now back in the game. You have turned off or disabled Steam input in Steam. All right, so you've got those steps right. Now the next step is to go into your controls. Go to Controls, and then in here you will need to choose the generic USB joystick. Now I have two generic USB joysticks in the game because I use a generic USB joystick gear shift and this indicator stalks, which are generic USB joystick recognized as well. So what will happen is if you come in here and you don't have any generic USB joysticks at the moment, all you've got to do is then just choose that one. If you already have one, just take a look at which one it is, because there'll be another one down further, and it will normally be the one down further. It will be the one that's not already chosen, if you know what I mean. Hard to explain. So if, let's say this is the one that's already chosen, by clicking on it, that will light up and you'll see another one and you'll know that that's the new one. So you'll click on that if you've already got one. If you haven't, it will just automatically be one there and you just choose the one. But if you've already got one, to discern which one is the correct one to activate, so you're not activating the same one twice, just go to the one that's already activated. Let's say it's already activated and this one says none. Actually, I'll just do this and show you. All right, so by doing that, I now know that that's the one that's activated and the one down here is the one that's not. So now I can go to that one, go down to that, click it, and now I know that it's the correct one. All right, so you're making sure that you've got that chosen as well. All right, so once you've done that, so again, I'll step by step. You've mounted it, you've gone, you've connected it, you've now gone into Steam, and you've turned off Steam input. You've disabled Steam input in the controller. You then come back into the game. Once you're in the game, you will choose the generic USB joystick that hasn't been chosen, because that is now the new one that controls the indicator stalk. Once you've done that, you then move on to your keys and buttons, and you simply, your gameplay, and you simply turn off your automatic stuff. Okay, so turn off automatic engine and electricity start, turn off automatic headlights, and turn off automatic high beams. You can leave automatic blinker turn off, that's fine. It's just these three that you need to turn off. So untick them. Untick automatic engine and electricity start, untick automatic headlights, and untick automatic high beams. All right? So again, once you're in here, turn those three off and you'll be right. So once you've done that, you can now go back out of the game. Make sure you quit the game, and then you'll start another program up. Okay, so you'll get this program. So when you get the email off of the supplier, you'll get this program. And this is the only program you'll need for ETS and ATS. So, but it's very important that you remember this. When you use this program, it will activate it for the profile that you last used. So if you've got more than one profile, you'll have to do this for every profile, or I'll show you a very easy way to just copy your configs, and you don't have to do this for every profile that you've got. Because like me, I've got about 20 something profiles at the moment. Actually, it's more than that, but anyway. And I didn't want to be doing this for every single one. So all I do is I copy all my controls over to each profile. So without confusing the matter anymore, all you need to do now is because you're out of the game, again, make sure you're out of the game, click on this program, double click it. This again is the program that you'll be given once you purchase the indicator stalks, if that's what you're going to do. Then choose the game that you've just been playing, that you want to put it in, that you've just set it all up for, which will be American Truck Simulator for now. If it's a Euro Truck Simulator 2, you choose that one. Click confirm. It will tell you you're about to modify your config file. You say yes. Now here it asks you whether or not you have the one with physical ignition key or the one with keyless ignition. We've got the one with physical key, so we click on that and we click confirm. I'm not going to do it because I've already done it, but once you click confirm, it's basically, that's it. So again, all you do is you double click, open up, choose the program, click confirm, say yes to continue, choose the key, click confirm. I'm not going to do it because I've already done it. So now once you've done that, it's that simple. So I know this sounds a bit complicated, but it's really not. Because once you've done it, now you're completely set up. Now if we go into the game, I'll go back over here and we'll drop that back down so you can see the steering wheel and see that everything's working. Okay, so now you're in the game. You can basically just ignore your settings because they've already been set up for you and go into your truck. Okay, so if you look up in the top right hand corner of the screen now, it shows the truck, and normally I have it around the other way where this screen here, you will see the in-game truck, and the one up the top there, you will normally see the steering wheel, but we've got it around the opposite way so you can see exactly how everything works. So now I'm going to turn the ignition on, and as you can see, things light up. If you look at the GPS and everything up the top, if I turn it off, it's off. So now that means the electricity has been turned on to the truck. And then, whoops, take it out of gear, start it up. And as you can see, that the ignition works. Now the indicators. Now, unfortunately, this truck doesn't have an indicator light, but you can hear it. And we'll turn the wheel. As you can see, it cancels. Cancels out. Then your lights, let's go outside. Actually, we might need to change the time so you might be able to see them. Parkers, yep, you can see parkers are on. Headlights are on. Headlight horn, light horn, flashing. high beam, permanently on. So you can see they're all working. All right, so on this side you've got indicators working and cancelling. Lights, high beam, on. And on this switch I actually have it set up to be the trailer brake, which I'll show you once I'm in the truck. On this side you have the cruise control. On this switch you have your intermittent switch, which is actually your automatic wipers. So if it's raining and the truck's installed with automatic wipers, the intermittent switch will act as if it's an automatic wiper, and once it starts raining they will automatically come on and go to a speed that will keep your windscreen clean. You then have your low. Let's jump in the truck. So you have low, you have high, back to low, back to intermittent, and then off. And you also have your random or one-time wipe using the switch. So this switch here again is for your wipers, intermittent, which won't show anything right now because it's not raining, but if it starts raining they will automatically come on. Then you've got your low, your high, off, single wipe, and this is your cruise control. When you use that when you're driving along, hit cruise control and it comes on. I adjust the speed of my cruise control here on these two switches and away you go. And again, like I say, this is a trailer brake. I don't know if you'll see this, it might be a bit too dark, but if you look down near the steering wheel you can see that my actual trailer brake is activating each time I do that. But up in the corner there you'll see it. There you go, you'll probably see it better that way. You can see it activating. Right, so they all work, everything works. And when you're driving, let's move off. Handbrake off, yes. Trailer brake off, yes. Okay, so let's do the indicator. I'll turn the indicator to the right, we'll turn to the right, and then we'll straighten up, turns off. Turn to the left, straighten up, and they turn off automatically, just like they would in real life. And we'll also turn on the trailer brake, and as you can tell, it slows it down. And you can hear the trailer brake hissing in the background. So that's all working. And what about cruise control? Let's see if we can get up to a bit of speed here with the cruise control. Let's show you that working. We can get up to about 25, we should be right. There we go, that'll do. Cruise control's on. Working, cruise control off. You can see we're slowing down. Cruise control on. And maintain a speed. Cruise control off. So you can see everything's working fine. All right. Now, the one thing you might find too, let's get out of here, is that some circumstances, one or two of my profiles that I've done this in, there's been a few conflicts with the indicators. When I turned the indicators on, the cruise control came on, but I found out what it was, and I'll show you what it was. Into the keys and buttons, and see how here on cruise control you've got the brackets for your cruise control. I don't know if that's the default setting, but if it is, you'll go up to your indicators and it'll have left turn, right turn, and there will be brackets in there as well. Just unassign your indicators. Just go unassign. As you can see, nothing's assigned to my indicators because it's already done through the indicator store. I took that off because they were conflicting, because it had the brackets in the actual indicator primary. So by removing them, it stopped that from happening. So if you have any conflicts with your indicators turning something else on, check out what it is, and you'll probably find that it's duplicated itself, and all you've got to do is switch them or unassign your indicators and they'll still work, and it will stop it activating something else at the same time. I think I've covered everything there. If I haven't, I'll try to re-amend the video when I've had a quick look at it before I edit it. and update you, but I'm pretty sure that covers everything. Again, like I say, the programs that you need to install will be supplied to you by the supplier. And if he doesn't, just contact him after you've received your indicator stalks. Ask him to send you the programs. He seems like a really nice guy, and he sent me the programs, and away I went. But again, like I say, all this is explained in the PDF that you get with the email, and it's in English, so you should be able to understand it. And like I say, it's just a matter of going through all those step by step. So reiterating or summarizing, the first thing you need to do is go into, well, once you've mounted everything, is go into Steam and deactivate Steam input, so that there's no Steam input, that it's just raw inputs that you're getting into your game. So deactivate Steam input, then go back out of there and then start the game, go into it, then come in here to controls. Make sure you choose the generic USB joystick. Again, if there's none showing, it will be the first one. Use that. If there's already one that's showing, just see which one's lit up. It's the top one. So then you'll know that the next one down is the one that you need to choose. And then choose that. That way you know that you've set it up correctly. Once you've done that, it's just a matter now of then going into that program. The program that I showed you, where you click on it, choose the game. Let's say it's American Truck Simulator. Confirm that that's the correct game. Then it'll tell you that you're about to change your config file. Click on that, and it will then ask you whether it's the key or the keyless one. Choose whichever one it is. I've got the key, so I went with the key one. Click OK, and it will then install all that into your game for you. Come back in, test it, make sure everything's working, and you should be fine. Again, like I say, if you've got a conflict with the indicators, just check it in your keys and buttons, unassign whatever's on your indicators, and you should be fine. So that's the only problem I had on a couple of the profiles, was that the indicators were actually activating the cruise control. And again, once I did that, it was fine. Okay, I nearly forgot to show you how to do the copying of the controls into each profile, so you don't have to go through all that every time. So all you've got to do is go into Documents, American Truck Simulator, or American Euro Truck Simulator 2, whichever game you're doing it with. Go into Profiles, go to the profile that you've just set it all up in, and then copy your config local, and controls, like so. Copy them, then go back into Profiles, and then into the next one, right click, paste, replace, and do that with each profile as you go down. So it's just a matter of clicking, right click, paste, replace, and do that with every single profile, and then it will be set up for each profile that you use. Yeah, so hopefully that explained everything to you, and if you've got any questions, just ask them down in the comments, or you can pop over to my Discord and I'll help you out there. And if you feel so inclined, please subscribe if you haven't already. It's free. You might as well. It doesn't cost you anything. And that way you'll be notified, or if you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified when I have any new videos come out. And also, if you know of a friend that might want to have a look at this, please share it with them. And hopefully you did enjoy it. And we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.